Guys, so I just wanted to show you the brunch I'm making for myself this morning. Um, so what I have done so far here is cut up half a leek. So I just had split it in half and then cut it in slices, like half moon slices. And then just took part of the breast from the chicken that I made a stock with last night and kind of shredded it in there. And then I added a decent amount of the broth. And I've just put some salt on top of that, and then now I've cut up a patty pan squash here, and I'm just going to put it on top just like this. I'll probably put a little bit more salt over top of that. I've been craving salt lately, so I'm just gonna listen to my body in that regard. And yeah, this is gonna be my brunch slash lunch. So hopefully it tastes good. So I just want to show you all that I'm just covering it up so that it kind of steams inside there. And then I've just preheated my oven to 300. I don't want it to cook too aggressively, so I'm not cooking it on a super high heat. And I'll just pop it in there.
So my update today is that I am going to see a naturopath. She's not a GAPS practitioner, but I emailed and talked to her about whether or not she was familiar with GAPS, and she said she hadn't taken anyone through GAPS, but she had taken through people through like FODMAPs and elimination diet and similar diets. So I'm going to give it a shot, see what she has to say, see if I feel like I'll benefit from seeing her. Most of my questions have to do with whether or not I should be adding any supplements or anything like that. So hopefully I will get those answers. So I'm back home now from the naturopath, and I felt really good about my appointment with her. One thing that's disappointing is that she wants me to cut out dairy completely for a little while, probably for like at least 3 months. So I won't be having any more of the kefir or yogurt or cultured cream, which is a shame because it was such a nice treat and it was really yummy in the soups. But I am, wanting to have like the best results possible. And, if I, in a few months' time, try reintroducing it and it goes okay, then I can just carry on from there. So that's fine. I'll just carry on with the sauerkraut juice and fermented kefir vegetables. And then hopefully in like 4 or 5 days when I reach stage 2, then I'll start to actually be able to eat like the sauerkraut itself and the fermented vegetables themselves. So yeah, so that's one thing that is going to change. The other thing is she is going to start me on some supplements. So the first one that I'm starting right away is this digestive enzymes. I bought the ones from her office. It's the Vita Aid is the brand. So I'll start this today, and a week from now she's starting me on this probiotic. So it's the PB 30 plus DF, also by Vita Aid, and it has, I believe, 50 billion bacteria per capsule. And they guarantee at least 30. So that's great because I only have to take the one a day. And then in another week after that, I'll start this GI Restore powder. And it's meant to basically heal the enterocytes and all of the parts of the intestine that have been damaged from inflammation. So yeah, so I'm hopeful about these, that this is like the right move for me. She said she's used them on multiple people who've done like the elimination diet and various other diets that are meant, that were created basically to address gut issues. So yeah, I feel good about that overall. And I really liked her. We had a great appointment. And she confirmed to me, she also agrees that I have leaky gut. We're doing some blood work to check out my thyroid and cortisol levels. Yeah, so that's good because I feel a little bit more like I'm what I think is kind of being confirmed by a professional, which it always feels good, right? Like I don't didn't it's you never know when someone's going to be like, "No, I don't think you have that." And kind of just deny your symptoms. So, yeah, no, she was great. And I'm hopeful that these supplements will be beneficial and not detrimental. And I'll just see how I feel with cutting out the dairy. It is my choice, of course. Um, I so hope that I'll be able to reintroduce it and it will be fine for me. But she said because even though the fermentation process takes out the lactose, it doesn't take out the whey and casein, so people can be sensitive to other parts of the whole milk itself. So I just hope that it is something I can have later on in the diet. So yeah, I think tonight I'm going to make a soup, but I won't have it ready in time for dinner. So I'll probably do again what I did for lunch, which was just to warm up some of the chicken in broth and add some vegetables and eat that. It was really good. I ate it on the ferry on the way to my appointment. Yeah, and I enjoyed it and I drank the broth on the side, so I think that's what I'll do for dinner too. It's very straightforward. I have most of it ready, and then I'll be able to work on turning more of the chicken and the stock into a nice soup. So I'll add more about that when I do that.
So here's my dinner for tonight. The broth that I cooked this or warmed up this chicken and patty pan squash in, and I've put a nice amount of ghee on top. And I did have some slices of ginger that I'm not going to eat, but they were soaking in the broth, and more leek. So, and I just took my first digestive enzyme, so hopefully I feel good after this still.
Okay, so I'm finally getting around to making a soup for the next few days, and I've tried for the first time to put some of the skin and soft tissues that I can't manage to just eat into the broth and immersion blended it. But I'll show it to you. I don't know. It's interesting. I think because there was so much fat, it's almost like emulsified, so it looks creamy. I hope it's palatable.
So it looks frothy because I immersion blended it, and it's like, I don't know, it's like creamy colored, and there are still some chunks in it. So I don't know. What is everyone else doing? Is everyone else having a hard time with eating some of the soft tissues? And how are you managing to do that? Please, if you are watching and have a solution for this, leave it in the comments for me, because I'm just not sure about this one. Okay, so here's the finished soup. I actually think I might be able to eat it now that there's lots of stuff in there. This is what I store a lot of my soups in, these like really big jars and mason jars and everything. So this soup has chicken, beets, broccoli, carrots, onion, garlic, ginger. What else did I put in there? I think that's it. Oh, and zucchini, grated zucchini. Yeah, sorry, I was going to show it to you in the pot, but it's 11 o'clock at night and I totally forgot. So, yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be able to stomach this yet tomorrow with all of the skin and soft tissues in it. Hope everyone out there is doing well.